Hello, Millionaires for Humanity. I am so happy to have the chance to speak with you. Why is Millionaires for Humanity important? Well, shouldn't we all be for humanity? Aren't we just members of humanity? No different from any others, right? But we can, as millionaires, kind of get the wrong idea about that. Everything about our culture is pointing us toward the idea that we are indeed all that special. And we live in an unnatural world right now, at least economically speaking. You know, we've been sold a story about trickle-down economics, and what is that image, trickle-down economics? Where does it come from? Because when I hear the word trickle and I imagine that I am thirsty, certainly a trickle wouldn't feel like enough to me. The visual image I get when I think about trickle-down economics is that the money is like in a lake, maybe up somewhere so that gravity can cause it to trickle down. And so in the conservative ideology, more water gets into that lake, the more overflows and trickles down to the people below. I guess that makes a certain sense, but I don't know if a lake is where water should be. In a good, healthy economic system, isn't it more like a river? Shouldn't it flow? And if all the water is held up at the top of the mountain by a handful of people, what's holding it back from overflowing? At a certain point, is there too much money up there? So it is an unnatural thing that it doesn't flow outward, it doesn't flow down. We have constructed a series of laws and regulations and social structures and expectations that have caused the money to get dammed up, clogged up, where it shouldn't be. We need to let it flow. We need nature to take its course and to let the money flow across the economy so that it washes over everybody thirsty, everybody who needs it. I don't think if we don't do that, I don't think good things are coming our way in the future anyway. So it's time for wealth tax. It's the only thing that's fair. It's the only thing that will take some of this vast store of wealth that has unnaturally amassed among a handful of people and ensure that it benefits people who really, really need it. So a wealth tax would cause money to flow in a more natural way, and it could pay for roads and schools and jobs and childcare and healthcare and all the things that, even in an economy that's already paying for things like childcare, is generally usually not paying enough because of the downward pressure on costs. I call myself a traitor to my class, and usually there's a special kind of hatred and anger reserved for traitors to their class. But the class I really belong to is humanity, and I think of myself as actually a fighter and an advocate for my class in that sense. We need people who are willing to stick up for the bigger thing, which is other human beings, and not for their own narrow self-interest. That's why Millionaires for Humanity is important. That's why you need to join. Because you need the help and the moral support and the thinking and the emotional support from people like you who are probably taking grief, as I am, from people of my own class here in the United States. You need to be supported because sometimes it's frightening to be speaking against your own self-interest. And more importantly, because there is incredible power in people speaking up, not on their own behalf. People listen to that. People can really hear it because it's refreshing, it's authentic, and it breaks through all the nonsense and the clutter and the dishonesty that's currently dominating the way we talk about money and the economy and politics and everything else. So I commend the Millionaires for Humanity, and I highly recommend that all of you join forces. Take care. Good luck to you all.